Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we're going to be looking at the new Elantra. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Murdoch Hyundai here in Linden, Utah for giving some time with this Elantra. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. Also include a link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder paired to an IVT. It puts out 147 horsepower and then 132 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is 30 around town and then 39 on the highway. Before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see really sharp lines there on either side. You got the Hyundai logo front and center. And then popping down below, turn signal indicator here, and then I like the darker trim here with the grille. Makes it look a little bit sportier. But yeah, overall, the Elantra, I think it's got a pretty cool looking front end if you ask me. Now on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 225 by 45 by 17 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver with the metallic gray. And I like this cut there in the fender. I think that's really cool. And you can see with the crazy body lines that crisscross. And there's your side profile. Now this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the remote start function. And nothing there on the back, but kind of like a nice finish. Also the opening for the trunk, and yeah, that's pretty much it, so we'll pop it open. And popping into said trunk, you guys can see there's quite a bit of storage space here on the rear. We also have these little pull tabs. Throw it on the seats, and I like the netting here too. I think that's a pretty cool part of it. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty big for such a small car. When you're all done, just plop that down. You guys can see there with the popper. And then I love the taillight design here. Elantra, of course, in the center. It's the rest of the rear. Now this leads us inside where you guys can see here with the soft touch trim. I think that's pretty cool. And then look at these seats. Cloth. Popping in. Legroom. It's pretty good. Got some USB ports there as well. And then it does slope down a bit, but headroom back here is pretty good. And then, of course, popping up front, you can see again with all of the stitching and soft touch here, all of our window controls, mirror adjustments. Just a quick look, blind spot with the mirrors. And here's the front seat. Manually adjustable, by the way. And that's cool with the stability control. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see soft touch all around. You got a bunch of practical controls in the front, including our adaptive cruise control with your lane centering, voice command, volume controls, all of that. And then you have traditional stocks here on the back of the steering wheel as well. Full digital gauge cluster here, which we can use to scroll through and see different bits of info on different systems within the car itself. And then the drive modes, it does change in sport mode, makes it look kind of cooler. We've got a nice backup camera in reverse. Trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel, and I'd say good resolution overall. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, quick response time with the screen. Look at that. That is nice, that's for sure. But yeah, it's all connected in one unit. It looks kind of interesting. Now also look at this on the side. Vents that go across with the dash trim. Very interesting. So that's not vent in the center, by the way. Just matches with the trim. We've got our climate control set up down below. Looks like it actually is dual zone. It's a nice feature. Heated seats as well. And then we've got a little charging area up front, wireless phone charging pad included. Drive mode, select on that little button, and then your parking brake. Or sorry, that's for the camera. Parking brake's down below. And then auto hold, and this has a little bit of glare with that trim. Some cup holders or storage. Nice trim here on the top. Manual mirror dimmer, and then we do have a sunroof with this package as well. Now taking a look at the window sticker, you guys can see 2025 Elantra, SEL Convenience, kind of an interesting name. $27,760 is the total MSRP, and let's see how it performs. Oh, Elantra. Here's your visibility. Throughout the rest of the rear as well. And let us set off. Also, I do like the steering wheel trim. It's nice. You know, a lot of manufacturers at this price point just do like the cheap feeling steering wheel setup. This, no, feels pretty darn high quality. And oh, looks like the Kia dealership's moved in. Let me know what or I can't talk to you. Let me know what you guys want to see when it comes to Kia versus Hyundai comparisons, because we now have the stores next to each other, so I think those could be some fun videos for some of you. Anywho, I like this. It's pretty comfortable. Nice. Yeah, the suspension's nice. Yeah, going over the bumps and everything, not too bad. Pretty well mannered. Yeah, I'm just kind of going through everything, and you get acceleration here now. Not too shabby. It still is, you know, 4-cylinder, non-turbo, with what they call an IVT, basically a CVT. Basically a CVT. So to sum things up here with the Elantra, I like it. It's a great affordable car. Drives really well. It's got pretty good power for what it is. They do make turbo versions, so those are nice. And you know, I'll cap things off with saying that I think the Elantra is the new, get ready for this, the new Altima. Yep, I said it. You heard it here first. I've just noticed, you know, how old Altimas drive and how new Elantras drive, and the driving characteristics are very, very similar. When I say driving characteristics, I mean more so the people that drive the cars, how they drive them. Very similar. I mean, it's funny to me because they're doing the lane weaving and the passing and all that kind of stuff. So maybe that's what we'll cap off the video. The 2025 Hyundai Elantra, the modern Nissan Altima. It's not a bad thing. It's just Elantra drivers seem to be very similar, suspiciously similar to Altima drivers. Is causation correlation? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the 25 Hyundai Elantra.